UFC 285, Jon Bones Jones making his long-awaited return after a period to take on Cyril Gane. And as many people thought and had questioned, I would say maybe let's go 50-50. 50% were like Jones is gonna just run through my youths and I'm not an we got ourselves a heavyweight champ, he's the GOAT. And then we had another section saying Jon Jones is real good. Hasn't necessarily been looking the best in his last few title defenses at light heavyweight. And then on the other side, you have people saying, yes, he wasn't, performing to his best ability because he wasn't motivated. The fighters wasn't giving him the ability to get up and really perform. I'm gonna call rubbish to that. You're a prize fighter. You're paid to go out there and do your thing, motivated by your opponent or not. The motivation is to collect that W and to maintain your championship run. And that's what's happened. That's what was happening. He became more safe. He wasn't taking the chances he was taking. It's as simple as that. And he's also grown as a young man into a man, etc., etc. So poppycock to the motivation talk. The game was changing and athletes were, creeping up to the level that Mr. Jones is on. Not taking anything away because he's definitely the lightweight GOAT. Take outside of that, his extracurricular activities. Let's just talk about performance. Let's take the drugs out of it. Let's take the car crashes out of it, the spousal abuse, and all of that kind of stuff. We just look at the performances. There's no denying that Mr. Bones Jones is the man. Now let's break this. Let's break this very brief and rather. I was real disappointed with the main event. Not necessarily the outcome, even though I did want Cyril to win. Um, what was Cyril Gane doing? What in that in that final sequence? What was Cyril Gane doing? He got taken down. Jones didn't even have the a guillotine choke on him. Like he didn't even have it fully in. And hmm, let's not forget the huge, chubby elephant in the room. Um, I don't know. I'm not a sports scientist at all, but for Jon Jones to take 3 years off to appropriately gain the muscle mass, or no. In his case, the mass to enter the heavyweight realm. What was the pot belly thing going on with? John wasn't the most ripped person, but he just looked like he was just eating all the Krispy Kreme donuts, all of the Popeyes chicken, and all of the other Wendy's, Chipotle, whoever he was going to all the fast food restaurants and just eating and doing some powerlifting because the pot belly was crazy and his face is blown up, but and he didn't. Let's just be frank. Let's be Steve, and let's just be honest. The submission victory and him getting the title is excellent. Heavyweight title, two division champion, gold status, etc. But pre that takedown and submission, he didn't look the best at all. I was just left after that main event thinking, I didn't even see anything. I didn't see Jon Jones really perform at heavyweight. I saw Cyril Gane. I don't know what was going through his head. You know, uh, that was awful. And that's clearly the route to success to beat Cyril Gane. His ground game is ridiculously poor. And what this also does for the UFC, at least, and I guess for Jones, is this now says that, well, look, if the Le Predator, Francis Ngannou, was still in the UFC, Jon Jones would have done pretty much exactly the same thing. Because if Gane can have the problems that he had with the wrestling of Francis, obviously Mr. Jones is gonna just steamroll the thing again. Yeah. Happy, but yeah, lackluster, man. Lackluster in regards to the overall, and I guess you can't blame John for that because Cyril didn't put much up of a defense reference that takedown. But we wanted to see more. I think everybody wanted to see more. We wanted to see him at least into the third round at heavyweight. 2 minutes and 4 seconds, as you can see. First round, submission, and new heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic on attendance or in attendance, and it looks like that's Miocic fight will take place. Will be a lot different, and as I say, we'll be able to see a bit more skills on display of John. But yeah, John will potentially win that, depending, as I say, depending on how he looks in an entire round, in an entire 2 rounds. There's still many variables with this here. Uh, yeah. Co-main event. Bullets. Valentina Shevchenko has lost her crown, dominating Alexso Grasso, the new Mexicano champion. Viva la Mexico and all of those things. An interim champ, sorry, in Yair Rodriguez, Alexia, and we've got Brendan Moreno. So Mexico is doing it, man. They're definitely doing it. Slick victory, I will say that. I'm disappointed, and I'm the last 3, maybe 4 fights of Valentina's. It's it's very plodding Muay Thai style and very much a counter fighter. I'm. It's good to have counter punching ability and skills and all that, but you've got to come forward, man. You can't just be standing there like it's a Muay Thai fight and we're just ready to just exchange back and forth, back and forth. That's silly, man. That's silly. She was still winning, but I think that counter style, she needs to add some more tools to that. She's the champ, and obviously I know you got to come and take the belt off the champ. But come on, man, let's get some more forward pressure and stuff. Some more activity. Yeah, she was winning until she wasn't winning when she did that spin technique, and Mr. Grasso, um, took the back and choked her out, man. Didn't necessarily have it fully in at first, and we thought Valentina would be able to get out of it, but as she started turning red and the RNC was just like, woo. So yes, and new. And let's go back to the main. Jon Jones, the multi-millionaire, he got an extra $50,000 as a bonus for his performance. Performance for the submission, possibly. But look, man, we've got fighters on that card who are not making the most money at all. I think they could have done with that 50K. I mean, Jon Jones must have, if they were talking about Francis Ngannou being the highest paid heavyweight ever, I'm pretty sure Jon Jones is on like, if not like double figures in mils, if not very close to the 8, 9 mil for that fight. Come on, Mr. White or whoever is doing that there. Fight of the night. Jeff Neal came in, took some punishment, man, and dished out some punishment. Shavkat Ramonov, former M1 global fighter. Yeah. When's the last time an M1 Global event took place? Who is currently on the old Fight Pass? Question mark, question mark. But the O has not gone. Mr. Kyrgyzstan representer. Sorry, Kazakhstan even. Sorry. He did the thing, man. He's a durable, lengthy, very much well-rounded. I would like to see at some points Hamzat and this gentleman throw down. Very similar mauling styles. Shavkat's obviously a lot more sort of reserved versus Hamzat's verbal diarrhea that he has. Uh, and we don't know. He seems like he's more going to be in the middleweight division versus the welterweight, but those two will be a very good matchup. And it was entertaining, man. 3 rounds of war strikes. As I say, those knees that Shavkat was landing were crazy, man. Chef wasn't crushing the space enough, I don't think. He put up a valiant fight. It was a close fight. I think if he didn't get that sub, if you didn't get that sub, it would have been possibly, I don't know, possibly a split decision because Jeff was still throwing down, man. There was multiple times that Shafkat was rocked in that indeed contest. And I'm sure they got, yeah, that's it. What Mr. White was saying that he doesn't care if he missed weight because he came in at 175 even. 5 pounds over the weight limit. And you could see it in there. You could definitely see it in there. He was the bigger fighter. And the commentary team were saying, if he's been having problems with his weight and stuff, that might, you know, lead to why he's fighting the way he's fighting. Because I think they were talking about his gas tank and stuff. He looked gassed or something. But, he's doing the thing, man. Entertainment all the time. I think I don't know. He's definitely a striker, is Jeff Neal. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Mateus. Mateus Gamrot took on Jalen and the Spider Ute split decision victory. Mateus with the big glasses, like where's Wally? Um, that was a good one, man. That was a good little back and forth split decision. I think Jalen, if he'd have turned it up at the start, actually, no, at the start he was doing good, man. He was doing good. It was just Gamrot was a slick man with them takedowns, real slick. Jalen turned it on towards the end. Um, then I think they finished up with Mateus on top. But that was a good fight, man. That was a good fight. Bo Nichols, with very minimal professional experience, UFC is very much behind, took on Jamie Pickett. Now, strangely enough, there was before the takedown by Mr. Bo the Bloody Nickel, and I mean it in both ways. Those who know, those who don't, you better ask somebody. Oh, oh man. Yeah, still needs some work. Obviously, he's only, was it 3-0, whatever it is. You could see it. You could definitely see it, that crazy head kick and all that stuff. But what about the illegal groin shots just before the takedown? Uh, the the camera van, they've got access to all of the footage and they're all talking and say, oh yeah, this happened and blah blah blah. It wasn't mentioned once. It wasn't mentioned once. The ref didn't see it. He got a groin shot immediately. You could see him like saying, what on, grimacing. And then the takedown then took place. And then he was in he was going for, was it a head and arm choke or something like that for a very long period of time. His inexperience was in regards to where his positioning was, but he got it. He got the victory. Congratulations. But, a legal night, a groin strike. And for some of these weirdos, they'll be like, if you're not cheating, you ain't trying, or what. However, that weird saying goes. We move on. Cody Garbrandt looking very good. Played it very safe, very kick-heavy game, not much punching. Round three, he totally took off. He totally took off. Trevin Jones, I'm gonna have to chastise this brother. What on earth were you doing? He threw the minimal amount of flipping strikes through the first two rounds. It was unbelievable. He was just standing there taking pictures of Cody rather than trying to take his damn head off, following him rather than cutting him off and stuff. I mean, the movement of Cody Garbrandt was excellent. As I say, he played it very safe. Third round, he just took it off. He took it off and paid for it because, you know, um, I mean, would you give yeah, you could give that round to Trevin Jones, that third round. He got caught a few times, did Cody in that last round. Disappointed, disappointed with Trevin. And also, I look, the commentary team were being quite critical of Cody Garbrandt. And in essence, they were saying, look, this is so much lower of competition that you should beat him. That's what they were saying during the fight. And then toward the third round, they were like, what's he doing? He should be taking this guy out, man. Like, we're talking about a former bantamweight champ right here. Like, what's going on? And he just cruised to a unanimous decision of victory. Still some questions. Good performance. He was doing some crazy footwork and dropping down like he's dancing and all this kind of stuff. He was feeling himself to a point, but he played it way too safe. Third round. Disappointing. Derek Brunson he was coming out mobbing, man. First round, he was coming out mobbing, but he gassed himself. And these punches, he's been fighting for how long now? He throws all his body weight into these punches with his chin right up in the air. Excellent wrestler. And he showed his stuff, man, in that first round. Second round came Dricus du Plessis, the Afrikaner, right? Who's durable as hell. Pretty sloppy, I will say. Pretty sloppy in regards to how that all went down, but highly entertaining. Very entertaining middleweight bout. More confusion, chaos, and let's reiterate, confusion. We didn't see it. I haven't watched it back again. I didn't see the towel being thrown in from Derek Brunson's corner after being. Maybe he thought the bell had gone because he kind of just relaxed and took like two punches and like an elbow or whatever the combination was, and he was out. The- Like I'm surprised that the referee didn't say, "Well, wait, you sure? Ooh, let's just stop this right now." Dricus du Plessis then gets up, and we still think the fight's going on. The commentary team are like, "Yeah, the corner's throwing the towel in. They've thrown the towel in." And the referee wasn't saying, "Oh yeah, the fight's over." He wasn't waving his hand saying nothing. He wasn't saying anything. And the next thing you know, the fight's over, and it's called as a TKO by the referee. But the referee didn't stop the fight. They said the corner stopped the fight. Riddle me that. Interesting. Interesting. Viviane Araujo didn't look her best. Amanda Ribas came in, did the thizzle wiggle, plain and simple. I was expecting Viviane to turn it up a little bit, man. To turn it up a little bit more. Amanda looked real good. She looked very, very good. Um, Julian Marquez and Mark Andre, the power bar youth. Canadian, right? Julian Marquez came at the what? Oh, wait, then here's another huge elephant in the room. The Cuban Missile Crisis, he calls himself. Now, please, someone in the Cuban community, what is the significance of him calling himself that in his name? It makes no sense. Uh, It'd be like someone from Greece calling themselves so and so the Pompeii disaster. Like I'm confused with it. Is there some kind of like I don't know? Comments, comment down below. Please do tell me what the significance is. But Julian looked very, very good, very calculated in regards to his strikes. He was going for it in that first round. Clearly won the first round, was mollywhopping Mark Andre, who was putting up a defense. He was putting up some defense and, throwing back and stuff. Second round game, it's like Julian just bust his whole nut and he was on recover mode because Mark turned it. He did a total 180 and was like, nah, 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 it's my time now. We're going to throw multiple combinations. We're going to throw some nasty elbows. We're going to boss up your eye and we're going to make you a bloody mess. Because they were already pretty bloody from the first round. And he got the TKO victory. Boss up poor Julian Marquez. He didn't get his dance done, but it pretty much was. Shit. I think this is the first time I'm even seeing this Mark Andre fighting. I don't recall seeing him before, or if I did, the fight wasn't very memorable. But congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Anything else that jumped out on this? Oh, Ian Machado Gatti. Um, third round. It was a tough back and forth. It was definitely a tough back and forth. And he pulled it out the bag. Song is tough. He's well rounded as well. He was putting it on him still, but the Irish lad came in there and weathered a few storms and stuff, put it on him, and he got the TKO victory. And I would say, overall, what we got? The Jessica Panay. Let's talk about this one. So let's round it up with this one. The women's strawweight bout. She's 40 years of age. Is Jessica Panay, veteran. She's doing it. She's done it. Helped to raise the profile of WMMA. I don't think she's got much left in the tank per se. I think she should just, parlay her experience into maybe presenting, color commenting, whatever it is. But she shouldn't be fighting anymore now, I don't think. Um, Tabitha Ricci, solidly built, man. Solidly built young lady. Not hugely muscled up, but she's ripped, man. Ripped, just muscle upon this girl. Brazil. And she did the thing, man. Cool, calculated, didn't take much damage at all. And as we thought, I didn't see Jessica Penney coming out and actually, even though she had the height advantage, it's age, man. Age takes it out of you, man. You're getting up there in age and stuff, and this is what it do. But the overall events, what we're gonna market, what we're gonna market. Um, let us go for a 7.5. We're gonna go for a 7.5. It was a pretty decent event. Wasn't hella entertaining, but it was entertaining. It was a lot better than these stupid Apex cards. Let's just get some more. Let's get some more interactions with the fans and stuff, man. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Just give me your scores for the event. What's next, landscape wise? Did you see these low blows and these weird things that are happening? Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you check out the sponsor Supreme of the UK. au revoir, adios, and all of those things.